Hello, good evening everyone.
Good evening, guys. Welcome to iQuanta.
Pragya has a query. If I start from Matt, I think it's March. Mid will I be able to get FMS? I think you're talking about FMS, right?
Yes,
Female
it's
with
FMS.
decent aptitude currently in IPM, IFT. Of course, is the best time to start preparation, I would say.
Like you're talking about the next year March, I guess, right? Because already the March has been passed. We are in April, I guess, so, right? So I think it's either May. You might say, I guess.
It's
might be
May. It's May.
It's
It's
May.
May. Yeah.
So if you start from May, yes, it's also absolutely perfect.
Yeah. Hi, Bikesh, Ritesh,
Hi, all of you,
Sauraj,
yes.
Yashvardhan, Harshal, Sutej.
So guys, today's our session is based on like your quant strategy and syllabus. So a few minutes sir will take. Abhishek sir, you all know him. He's our staff faculty over in iQuanta. So he will take the first part. I'll then come later. So I'm giving him the stage. So sir, it's up to you. Thank you guys. We'll see you after
Sure.
this.
Thanks a lot. Well, so today the agenda of this session is CAT Quant strategy and syllabus. So I'll start with the strategy, and after that, syllabus will be discussed by Mr. Abbas. Okay. Yes, you can reach IM, of course. So the strategy, see, there's not a fixed strategy for everyone, right? There is nothing like universal strategy. So there's one thing which I would discuss what my strategy was. I think you'll be interested in knowing that because there is a phrase which is called follow the leaders. People who've done it before you, if they share their strategy, probably it might help you in some ways, isn't it? So are you interested in knowing it? The focus is on quant strategy, but at the very same time, I'd be talking about, in a way, entire CAT strategy with the focus on quant. Yes, Samruti will be discussing that as well. Cool. So, I'll tell you what. Once upon a time, बहुत समय पहले की कहानी है जब इस दुनिया में खास करके भारतवर्ष में in India there were gurukuls. There were no coaching institutes, there were no organizations, institutions, universities, colleges. Nothing was there, you know. At that time there were gurukuls. I hope you know about that in our Indian subcontinent. So gurukuls were like people, students who were 4 to 5 years old were sent to gurukuls, and after that they were taught in various subjects, mathematics, military science was also there at that time. There were no proper biology, so there were a lot of 6 different subjects which includes economics and everything. So there was a student at that time, and he was not good in studies, so his teacher was not very happy with him. And you know what? So all of you know about this thing, if you believe in palmistry or not, but there's something which you know. This, you know, this, look at this hand. So in our hand there are lines. 3 main lines are there. Heart line, brain line, and life line. Right? So the middle one is the line of intellect, the brain line. So people feel that longer the line is, more intelligent you are. Coming back to the story. So the student asked the teacher that I'm not able to understand things. Please tell me something, some strategy so that I can understand what you are teaching me. The teacher was not very happy with him. Teacher said, you are not born to study. You're not born to study at all. Show me your hand. And you know what? His hand was blank. His hand had got no brain line. It was not there. The teacher said, तुम तो यार बेवकूफ हो, तुम्हारे में दिमाग ही नहीं है. हाथ में रेखा नहीं है, मतलब अंदर दिमाग नहीं है. तो how can you study? So it's better that you just go away, you know, and do something else. Go do farming or whatever. The student got really hurt. He went back to his home. And he was so hurt, so depressed, he did one thing. He took a knife out of his kitchen and cut his hand in between, you know, and made a mark. It was all bleeding. It was all bleeding. So see, motivation starts with blood. People have to give their blood and sweat to start doing something. So it was a mark, and after a few days, it became a permanent line, right? Then he went back to Gurukul and he told his teacher, sir, now I have this line of brain. Would you teach me now? And you know what? That person became the world famous grammarian Pandey. He is called as father of linguistics and father of grammar, and his grammar is used even in computer programming these days. So that is the kind of determination. If you have determination, everything falls in place. Now, having told this story, when I started my own CAT preparation, I was not very confident about a lot of things. I was I was good in mathematics and logic and language, but that's not enough. It should be more. So when I took admission and started preparing, I did not know what to do. There's no strategy at all for me. So I did one thing. I went through all the previous CAT papers. And there I realized that what kind of questions are coming in CAT. And to my surprise, I could solve hardly 10% of it. 10% of it. In spite of being someone I felt that I'm great at mathematics. But I realized, though, I am not. What's the problem with me? So CAT is a paper designed in such a way that things which are very logical and not taught to you in normal schools or colleges, they ask that. So for example, in mathematics, when you were kids, in your standard 10th and your standard 12th, so what happened? Maths was taught to you in this way. There were 5 to 6 different formulae in one chapter, in one topic, and based on that formulae, there are a lot of questions to be practiced, right? So you felt, okay, I have done all the questions, I have done everything, now I can top the board and do all the stuff, and people have done that. But when people start looking at CAT's paper, they realize that something which they have not done yet, ever. Now, this is where iQuanta comes in. This is where institutions come in. Because people who have walked that path are the best people who can guide you to that path. So, for example, we all have, I will give a very simple example. All of us have known about this thing that factorial 0 is equal to 1. But why is it so? And based on this singular property, there can be n number of questions on CAT. The same way, 9 is a number which has got a different property. So if I multiply something with 9, let's say I multiply 5, I get 45. And if I add 5 to it, I get 14. So property is 9 into 5 is 45, 4 plus 5 is 9, 1 plus 4 is 5. So 9 has got a multiplicative property and an additive property. The number it multiplies to, that number becomes like 9. See, 4 plus 5 is 9. If it adds to something, it becomes like that number, 1 plus 4 is 5. Based on this simple property, which we were never told in the schools, but it is something which is out there. Based on this, there can be 9,000 different questions in CAT. All right. So that is where the logic, the exams, the simple things which were always there, but we were never interested in looking at because nobody told us where to look at. This is where CAT starts. So to develop a strategy, the first thing should be known that what is expected out of you in CAT exam. Okay. So after clearing CAT, I realized one thing, that CAT is the mother of all exams. Mother of all exams. When I say that, if you prepare for CAT, your other exams like SNAP, NMAT, even for GMAT, it also gets prepared. But at the very same time, if I say CAT is mother of all exams, including the exam of life. Why? Because CAT tests you in different parameters. It tests you in your numerical skills under quant section, logical skills under LRDI section, your verbal skills, language skills under VARC section. After that, you are testing your body language, your communication, your behavior, your beliefs in the group discussion, personal interview, and writing ability test. How you write things, how you express things. So whatever is required or expected from a person, from a living human soul, everything is tested in CAT. But today we'll discuss about quant specifically. Well, so in quant, these days the number of questions is 22. be done in 40 minutes. In my time, it was different. But whatever happens, it's same for everyone. It's same for all the people. 22 questions in 40 minutes, and if someone does, let's say, 15 questions correctly, he would get the calls from all the top B schools. But how to do that? That is the important question. How to do that? So let's come. We have learned what. Now we will learn how. All right. How? So when I started preparing, I took the classes, I did everything. At the very same time, I could realize that I could not solve even 10% of questions. So the only thing left to me was not to go through any kind of shortcuts, any kind of short route. I followed the long route. While following the long route, I had to invest a lot of time, a lot of time. It wouldn't be an hyperbole if I say that I was practicing close to 50, 200 questions in quants only every day. It was every day. Now it depends on the situation also. Some people might be working. They do not have this much time. At that time, I was not working. So they cannot do this much. They can do 20 to 30 questions every day and accommodate the remaining, the residue in the weekends. That is what a person who is working can do. Okay. Apart from that, doing something, solving a question is important, but at the very same time, it's also important why you got it wrong. In this, I got close to 70% of wrong in the first attempt, then 60%. Slowly, there came a time when I was doing only 10% wrong. That happened just before the exam of CAT, that is in the month of October. Well, during all this time, in the last 4 months, I wrote close to 25 full-length mocks and 50 sectionals. And after doing all those sectionals, after doing all those mocks, I tried to analyze each and everything. So why I got something correct was not important. Important was why I something did not get correct. Did not get correct. And to my surprise, the things which were not correct were the very simple logical things. That is one thing. Apart from that, CAT also surprises you in the way it phrases the question. So there can be some keywords which you might tend to miss. So how to do that? If you practice a lot, you'll get it on your own. But because you might not be having that much time, you might be working or you might have college. So that is where people who have the experience, they tell you that these are the things which can happen. The different situations are possible inside the question. Okay. So for example, it's very common. People who are preparing for CAT, they might be aware of this thing that they just missed some simple variable, they missed some noun, or they missed some preposition, even in quant or LRDI questions, and they tend to get it wrong. That's very common. That is something which happens almost every day to everyone. So, whatever we are doing over here, be it live classes, then the application classes, which tends to be a kind of a very close encounter with the real questions, that is application class. Then the practice sessions are there, revision sessions are there. Then we have crash course. In all this, why do we do this much? Because somehow we feel that not all people can be disciplined. Let's face the truth. So if everybody is not that much disciplined, the curriculum should be made in such a way, the entire curriculum, the entire pedagogy should be in such a way that people somehow get positively forced to do things which are required through various kind of modules, various kinds of sessions, various kind of pedagogies, which we follow at iQuanta or anywhere in any institution. So, this is how. This is how. And I'll tell you something. The most important thing which people can do is hard work. Well, so yesterday it happened to me. I was listening to some interview of Shah Rukh Khan, and he said that he is the most hardworking actor in India. So the interviewer asked him how. There are a lot of other people who are hardworking. They did not even get the chance. So he said no. After getting the chance, I am the one who works hardest among everyone. So that is where the actual thing happens. You finish your course twice, and just 2 months before the exam, you are comfortable. After that, if you do the real hard work, That is something is actually going to increase your score. People do everything and do not go beyond 90 percentile. Why? Why? And the people who are at 90 percentile and at 99, they have the same kind of knowledge. The reason is in the last 2 months, when things were going haywire, things were going south, there can be personal problems, there can be relationship problems, there can be understanding problems. All those problems they had to just, throw it somewhere in the lake and then start working as hard as possible. So last 2 months is nothing but the reiteration of everything they've done for the first 6 months. That is how. Now coming to when. Fashionably, people say that to start something, now is the right time. Now is the right time. That's a fashionable statement. But having said that, today it's April. It'll be May soon. So all in all, from April to November, there are close to 8 months left. And this will be the most appropriate time for the people who have, even if they're halfway through their CAT preparation, or even if they don't know anything, this is the most appropriate time, because in the next 8 months, the things that you'll be doing will be working for you for the remaining of your life. Because as I said, CAT is nothing but the test of entire life. So quant strategy, do as many questions as possible. 50 to 100 is the appropriate if in case you have time, otherwise 20 to 30 will be great. And apart from that, analyze everything clearly and ask doubts. Ask doubts. We at iQuanta have an open podium and open platform on Facebook in which people just ask their doubts, and through a peer help process, peer learning process, people get their solutions, people get their, and it's because it's open to everyone, so a lot of different perspectives come into the solution. So important is, do the questions, analyze the questions, get the solutions, ask the doubts, get different perspectives, and still it won't be enough. It won't be enough, because in the last 2 months, the things that you're going to do will be the most important thing. But you should prepare for those 2 months right now. I'd like to call Mr. Abbas over here to take you through the entire syllabus and the pattern of CAT in the recent years, that how things were changing and what kind of questions should be done to get a proper, decent score. All right. Puja course will be completed in the first 3 months, and then there will be revision in form of crash course. Angad, how much time is really useful in preparation? How much time is really useful? As much as you can give. There's no end to it. But if someone does it for, like, after the classes, 4 hours you put into your preparation, that will be more than sufficient. All right. Hope you got some kind of motivation to do this. So how is the Josh now? How's the Josh? Tell me in the comments. I cannot hear you guys. Use the best fonts that you can, best font styles, best font sizes, so that I get to know that the Josh is really high. Hindi medium student? It will be bilingual. We teach in bilingual medium. Cool. So I'm calling Mr. Abbas Imran, my colleague, a very good friend of mine. He'll be guiding through the entire syllabus and everything which is required now. Cool. I'm so happy to see the comments. All the best.
Hi guys, hi. I am audible, all of you? Fair enough? Audible. I guess yes. So your Josh is high right now. I guess I can see, like, it's very, very high. So what exactly, I'm audible, I guess. Audible, no? Bhai chal raha hai na ye? Audible, am I audible? Yes. Okay. Works. Perfect. So guys, yes, what we start now, like yes, you have got a lot of things, like you get a lot of understanding how to start, what to start and what we exactly do. So today and like right now, what I am going to help you to understand exactly what about CAT you're going to attack, like how exactly the quant is very important. Especially there are two things is very important, right? The two things is like you can see like Indian exams are generally quant heavy. So you can see like in case of CAT also like quant is there, LRDA is also there, right? So in LRDA also you need to use a lot of quantitative techniques also like percentage, average, a little bit of let's say ratio, proportion. So all of these things you're going to also use in DI as well. So quant has a lot of importance in this thing. That's why we have started the session with how to tackle QA basically, how the quant strategy. Because it's not only about quant, it's about two sections. You know, like there are three sections like VRC, LRDI and quant. And especially DI and quant are too much like interrelated. So we need to understand the quant first. And that's how our session was designed. And now I will tell you exactly how you go through these things. So the first few things I'll really want to tell you, there are a few things like you have to have a long motivation obviously, which sir also said. Like you need to know like exactly how you pitch in and how exactly you go through your journey. It's very important because you cannot be burnt out as well. You have to have a good pace. You need to go like in always in a monotonic increasing pace so that at the end or at the CAT day you have your best kind of like possible outcome. So this is how we generally like train people to do this. So the first thing you need, that is your motivation, because motivation and your consistency are very important, right? So this is the two things you have to understand, like motivation and consistency, because only motivation won't work, because only motivation you have like one day you have a good day, you have a good motivation, you can work a lot. But what you need consistency. So I'll give you one story about like, it's a very common thing like that happened to me, that happened to a lot of people. So a lot of time people ask me like, let's say like what kind of motivation, what exactly motivates me, okay? So it's always like that I can share you like what exactly motivates me. The first thing, like in a lot of cases, like people given so many advices and everything, but you know what exactly motivated me most? It's only two words that actually motivated me most. And these two words is you can't. That two words, like when someone says I cannot do something, like you can't, that motivated me most. And you know what I replied always? And in every time I replied the same, every single time. That is also again two words. And these two words is watch me. So this is all of you have, like you just need to show people what you can do. You don't need to talk back. You just need to show like what you're capable of. And that's why you have to be focused. And then your consistency comes, then your discipline comes. You have to be disciplined in case of anything in your life, in CAT exam, in any exam, like be it an exam, be it your life, be it your goals, be it your passion, be it your career. It's anything you have, you need to have one common thing, which is consistency and discipline. Because discipline is a very, very uncommon thing. It's like rare, but you have to cultivate it to get your ideal outcome. So remember this always, you have to be disciplined. So now I'm going to exactly what we are going to discuss today. Like I'm now going a little bit into the quant section. So please stay with me because I'll be a little bit technical now and then I'll take your questions obviously. So this is like CAT 2023. This is score versus percentile. So like what score do you actually require for what percentile? So in case you can see this is 23 and you can see like 99 is a big percentile. Yes, we all know we need 99 percentile for most of the schools basically. Like most of the B schools. So 99 is a very big percentile, but you see how much score you want overall. 76, VRC 39, Quant 26 and LRDA 27. So this individually gives you 99 percentile in each. This is the pre-batch, yes. So that is 39, 26. Now think about Quant 26 is nothing but 9 questions, right? So if you do 9 questions correctly, you can score 99 percentile in Quant, right? And if you can score 99 percentile in Quant, and obviously if you can do this, all of these things together, like, or you can get a 99 percentile, it's easy for you to get into a very good school. Like a very good school as in like the top IMs, let's say even FMS, even MDI, even SPJIMR, even let's say the other colleges like IFTs. Sometime you can say about like the top high schools, like there are 20 IMs also. So all of these things you can cater together in 99 percentile, like most of the schools. There are a lot of other categories there, but I'm not going there. I'm just giving you the basic idea. Now, a lot of people ask me like, sir, do I need to score? I'm not great in quants. Do I need to score 99 percentile in quant as well? My answer is no. Guys, listen this very carefully. You don't need to have 99 percentile to get an overall 99 percentile. Why? Just add these numbers. Just add these numbers. If you score 39 in VARC, so 39 and 26, how much it is? That is 40 and 2, 60, 65. 65 and 27. 65 and 27 is 65, 5 is 70, 90, 92. So this total will give you 92 scores on a year. That is 40 to 60 to 80, 40 to 60, 80, 87, and this 5 is 92. So that's 92. If you can score 99, 99, 99 overall, your overall score will be something around 99.8 or 99.9 if you score 99 in 3 sections. But my question is, you don't need to do that, guys. You don't need it. If you are not great in quant also, if you have a respectable quant percentile, still you can do this, right? Still you can actually attend all of these things and have a decent score in quants, and you can achieve this 99 percentile clump. Now how? The question is how. Think about it. In most of the schools have their cutoff in quant is around 95 to 90 percentile, like the top schools is 90 to 95 percentile, right? For 95 percentile in quant, you need how much? 16. So 16 is nothing but 5 questions. If you do 5 questions, you can score 99, 95 percentile on an average, 94 to 95 percentile. So 94 to 95 percentile, if you score that, you need 5 questions in quant. Now think about it. You score 16 in quant, you score 39 in VARC, let's say. You are good in VARC, you score 39 and 16. So what is the sum of 39 and 16? Just add it. This sum will become, this is 55, right? Now if it is 55, right, it's 55 exactly. Now this 55, and if you let's say scored 7 questions, you scored 7 questions and you're getting 21. Not even I care about your 99 percentile here. Like you're doing 7 questions in LR day and it is 21. So this is 55 and 21, it gives you 76, which is nothing but a 99 percentile. So even scoring 95 percentile, even scoring 95 percentile in quant also, you can achieve an overall 99 percentile. And trust me, 95 percentile is not difficult. Score all around 99 to 99 percentile, you'll get this percentile. Now score increase it here, you can receive 100 percentile as well. So this is very, very crucial and important part. So what you need to do, you need to do at least 5 questions to 15 questions. So 5 to 15 is your quant. At least you have to do 5 questions to get an IM. At least 5 questions. Remember, at least. Now 40 minutes, 5 questions. Each question, 8 minutes. 8 minutes each question. Can you imagine? You can have 8 minutes for each question. So it's not difficult to do 5 questions. Even it is not difficult to do 10 questions also, because 10 questions, 40 minutes, it is 4 minutes also. Do you understand me? For 100 percentile, what you need, for 100 percentile, you don't need anything. You just score in one section very high and the rest to 99, 99. You scored this section, let's say in quant you scored 45 and this to 39 and 27, still also you can score 100 percentile. So based on the 299 and one is very high 99, like 99.98, you can score 100 percentile as well. So 100 is not the thing, it's the best case scenario. That's why we are talking mostly about 99, 99.5. Now let's go for the next one. The next one is CAT 23. You can see this was like the bigger paper. So it is 198, 23 is like, this is like the percentile thing, 92, 84, 22 also. In 21, that is 110, 98, 115, 101, 168, 156. So it is always like this. So you can see initially when 2019 was there, that is a 3-hour paper and the total score possible was 300. So you can see it is always around, like you can see it is always around 56 to 60% on an average. But in 2023, it is relatively less because the paper is supposedly a little bit difficult. And as the paper is a little bit difficult, you can see the score for percentile is less. For 99 percentile, you need 76 only, but in the same paper, it was 84. In the same paper, it was 98. So you can compare. So you can say 2021 is an easier paper, so that's why it is 98. Right, so in that case, the ideal way to do is like at least try to solve 10 questions from each section. So that kind of give you a good visibility for 99 percentile, 10 questions in each. So next, so you have understood like how this thing works. So next, what is in quant? Quant, what topics you have? You have arithmetic, you have algebra, you have geometry, you have numbers, you have this thing and miscellaneous. Now one thing you need to understand, this is the general thing what happens. This is the general thing what happens in quant, general thing. We have mostly 5 things like arithmetic, algebra, geometry, PNC, that is modern maths, and numbers. There are 5 sections in quant. And trust me, the 2 sections can fetch you 99, more than 99 percentile as well. think about it, it is the general structure, but in 2023, it is basically 8 questions and 8 questions on an average. In 23, there is one exception happened, and what is the kind of exception that happened? Which is in both sections are equally important, that is arithmetic and this thing algebra. Now think about 8, 8, 16 questions. Now can you do at least 5 to 10 questions from this? Yes, you can do it. If you do just these 2 sections very well, do you understand me? So CAT is not about a lot more how much you study and how exactly you study. It's about your strategy. And where the strategy is there, the mentors come in, the mentors chip in, we chip in. Because we can give you exactly how you can do it in less effort, the best outcome. So that's how we can help you guys, that's obviously. So this is 8, 8, 16. So now you can see, and in case of geometry, it is also 4 to 5 questions, and this like this. Now if you have these 3 things under your control, your CAT 90 to 95% syllabus has been done. So there are 3 sections with 90 to 95%. You understand me? 3 sections with 90 to 95% questions of CAT Quant paper. 3 sections only. What 3? Arithmetic, algebra, geometry. Previous year, from arithmetic, algebra, geometry, there are 19 to 20 questions out of 22 questions. Can you imagine? Like the 95% of paper is on only 3 things. So these things you study a lot or not, that's fine. We need this for our conceptual clarity for the other exams as well. But remember, if you do only these 2 things also, that also can fetch you a superb 99 plus or 99.5 percentile as well. There is no going back from this. Next, obviously, is like what topic-wise weightage I'm showing you. Like you can see average mixed allegation, slot 1, this is 4 questions, slot 2, 6 questions, slot 3, 3 questions. So this is like the topic-wise basically, this is like arithmetic. Average is there, profit loss is there, TSD and time work there. This is based on 2023. So you can see like you have almost around 8 questions, like 8 to 9 questions. You can see in arithmetic there is 8 to 9 questions. These 3 things are basically arithmetic. Average ratio mixed allegation, profit loss, profit loss, SICI percentage, TSD and time work. This entire thing is arithmetic. Next is here comes, let's say, the algebra. So the algebra is quadratic polynomial, simple equation, progression, series, inequalities, logarithm. This is the algebra thing, right? Now if you add it, you can see 4, 2, 1, 1, 8 questions. 5 questions, and this is 5, 3, 3, 6 to 8 questions, and 3, 2, 2, 7, 1, 8 questions. So you can see 8 questions from all the sets, they have equal questions almost from algebra. So please understand these 2 sections are so important. So this only can fetch you in this level. Now think about it, you are not great in all the things in quant. So you can also strategize. You can be very good in this section. So this section can fetch you 4, 6, 3 questions. So why I'm showing all of these things? The important part here, like you don't need to be afraid like whether this paper is difficult, whether this paper is easy. What you just need to understand, like how exactly you strategize. You can see like only quadratic polynomial and simple equation. Let's say algebra is very hard for you, but only this thing, like linear equation and quadratic equation can fetch you 4, 3, 3 questions. So think about these 3 questions or these 4 questions and these 4 questions. Together they will fetch you 95 percentile. So you understand, right, the essence is like it's not about like how good you in everything. It's about how good you in a particular things. That always matters. So whenever you're doing something, do it with your heart. Do it with your all focus. Do it with your everything, whatever you have got. Because that's how you can improve all of these things together and you can get all the game together. So this is all about like the CAT Quant weightage. What is the syllabus of CAT? So I have told you we have majorly 5 sections. Just understand 5 sections majorly. Number 1 is what? Number 1 is arithmetic. So arithmetic, we have these topics. Like arithmetic, we have percentage, profit loss, SICI, right? Next is mixture allegation, average, ratio, proportion. Next is time, speed, distance, time and work. This is all arithmetic. Next is algebra. Algebra, we have linear, quadratic, simple equation. Then we have indices, logarithm, surds. Then we have inequality, modulus, sequence, series and function. This is algebra. Geometry, you have all the 2D geometry and a little bit of 3D geometry. 2D geometry includes basically triangle, circle, and polygons mostly. Triangle, circle, polygons. Polygons, it comes like with quadrant and everything. Next is PNC is very rare. Now trust me one thing, The modern math is very rare in these last 3-4 years of CAT. So you can get hardly 1-2 questions. So you don't need to put so much effort in modern maths. You understand me? Same as numbers. Numbers you need a lot for the basics, but again the number of questions from numbers is also very less. You can see the number of questions based on numbers is 1 to 2. So this is the number of questions you can get from numbers. So numbers is very less, so that's fair enough. So this is like how you can basically understand like how exactly your syllabus is. The strategy part already Abhishek sir has told you guys. So this is like the syllabus. So I think I have almost covered like what is the essence of our entire strategy and syllabus session. So you understand like getting a good percentile overall and quant is not difficult. It's just on your mindset. If you think you can do it, trust me. And always I say, like a lot of people might say you can't, there's only 2 words, and you always can show them like what exactly you are capable of. And this part is, and one thing you need to understand, like the entire thing, like you are the entire being. So your positivity, negativity, everything is you, and you have to accept everything. And you have to go like take all these things, everything, and you have to go with this thing, go with the flow. And please be consistent. Those who have not started your preparation, please start your preparation, because we have around 220 days. So this is a very like ideal way to start this preparation, and you can do so many things in this 7-8 months, and you have the ideal kind of time. So it's not also late, it's not early as well. So you are in the like the right kind of time frame. So you can start now, you can go through the basics, you can go understand everything, and slowly you can take mocks, then you can be ready in November. So this is how this entire thing works. So this is all about it. So I will now take your questions. Any questions, you are more than welcome. Just shoot me your questions, anything. And yes, like any questions? Yes, guys, you can. And you just need to believe it that you can. And you just need to show like what you are capable of. That's it. That's everything. That's what matters. It's like always you versus you. There's no one else. You just need to be better than yourself. So like you in 2023 should be better than you in 2024. Like 24 should be better than 23. And 25 should be better than 24. So this is how you improve, and you have to improve. Yes, you can start with slot is in CAT. There are 3 slots. Like there are 3 times we generally take the paper. So that's why there are 3 slots. That is like first slot is in the morning, then the afternoon, then the evening slot. There are 3 slots. Can you summarize for above 90 percentile? Yes, I can summarize for above 90 percentile. For above 90 percentile, what you need exactly, you need to score around 15 questions altogether. You can score 95. For maths, for QA, for 90 percentile, you just need 5 questions to 6 questions. 4 to 5 questions, not more than that. NCERT, you can start with NCERT, yes. Sir, from when second batch? Yes, it will start very soon. So like we are already starting. This is the pre-classes. So please join us in the second batch. How is percentile calculated? Percentile is basically, let's say if you are in 90 percentile, that means you are in the top 10% of the people who take the test. Class start hoga, like classes, this is the pre-class. Classes will start like right now, like this is all around the pre-classes. So we are like starting the batch right now, like in a few days we start. Strategy of DI we will discuss in some other days. Should we focus on the recorded? Yes, you can focus on recorded class. How this percentile is calculated, because yes, percentile is basically like below you how many people are there. If you're 95 percentile, that means 95% of people is below your score. That is the meaning of 95 percentile. How to start preparing from 0? For 0, like you just need to not to do anything. You can join us also, or if you want to self-prepare, you can take this kind of test, like a basic diagnosis test. You understand where you stand. Then slowly you can do it by yourself, or you can take help of any test prep institute. That's how you can start your preparation. Next is, should we focus on the recorded? No, you can focus on both, bros. You can focus on recorded and live concept classes, everything. Everything is important. I will teach you so many topics. We will see, like I'll take so many classes as well. Like, yes. How can person with a job prepare for CAT? We will discuss that, because in this case, we generally being a little bit heavy on the weekends. If you're missing any lecture, anything, you just focus on your weekends. I might miss a lot of questions. So please feel free to repeat your questions if I'm not understanding, because you know it is in YouTube and the comment is flowing like anything. So I am trying to get as many questions as I can. But if I'm missing any question, you can ask me, you can keep on posting also. So next is, I can see Bhavna is my target institute is MICA. What should be the target percentile? For MICA, there you need to take CAT and also MICAT, at least target in CAT for 90 percentile at least. So how do people with, I can read, how can you manage preparation with job? I have told you, like, it has to be like your preparation should be your weekend heavy. So you have to do more things in your weekend. You need to be free in weekend, and you need to do all the backlogs, whatever you have missed in the weekdays, and prepare in your weekend. And weekdays give 1 to 2 years based on your available time. But be consistent. Do it every day. When will the batch 2 syllabus complete? The batch 2 syllabus will be completed by August end or September, early September. You can start with numbers or you can start with arithmetic, anything. Do you think so that the preparation can be done even? Yes, it is a perfect time, Pranav. You can start any abhi and you can do entire thing. This is the perfect time. Trust me on this. Even you're starting from zero. From practice questions, you can go. You can always like take a mock from any institute or even iQuanta also. You can also go through the previous year CAT. You can have a lot of books also. We have our hard copy material. There are a lot of books in the outside also. But I always suggest to like take the material from us. Obviously, always I suggest that. How we'll be covering over the live class? Are we starting with arithmetic? We are starting with numbers for your information, because numbers will finish very fast. At least you will get a little bit things. You will be settled in. Then arithmetic is a very important thing. That's we are starting with arithmetic. We are starting with numbers because it's a basic settling in. Then we'll go for the arithmetic thing. Yes, but numbers is very important for understanding a lot of things in arithmetic and algebra. So you cannot miss that also. Gap year we will discuss in some other day. I am not taking gap year questions. That can be taken care of. I have answered gap year matters, a little matters, not a lot. I know people with 2 years of gap and they are in IIM Ahmedabad right now. Like in this year they are in IIM Ahmedabad. I know few people, so it's fine. It's about your vision. It's not about like what you exactly did in your past. It's about your vision also. Sometimes your past also matters, you know. Like sometimes we cannot get out of our past, but yes, in some cases, like yeah, your past should be overpowered by your future like goal or your vision or what you exactly want to do. So that's why you can convince, even if you do not have a very good past backgrounds. I'm not saying about other kind of past. You can also convince them. Upon question, the lecture is over now. Yes, it is only about the question. The lecture is over now. It's only like I'm just taking the questions. So guys, from which topic should I start the quant preparation for non-engineer also not so good in quant? You can start with numbers or arithmetic, no problem, Bhavna. Saud, is quitting my job a good decision to focus on CAT prep? Depending on how much experience do you have, but it's not a best decision, but it's also a fair decision. Does profile matters in IIMs? Yes, profile matters a bit in IIMs, obviously. We all know that. Apart from asking questions, the lecture, yes. Does CAT have different marks for different questions? No, it has a uniform like marking scheme, which is 3 plus 3 minus 1. Plus 3 is for the correct question, minus 1 for the incorrect questions. For the theta questions where you need to put your answers, it is not an MCQ question. Non-MCQ question has no negative marking. Personal though nahi ho raha main. I'm not going in person, don't worry. For 99.9 percentile, how much should I score? For 99.9 percentile, you need to score somehow around close to 9800. That is like the score you need to do. I have bad 10-12 academics, so academics will take care, but yes, with 48 you can also apply, but it's difficult, but yes, you can have a lot of other colleges are there which can take, so no worry in that. Average is good, average. I have a very, I'm telling you, what is my academic average? I was 89% in 10th, 73% in 12th, 7.3 in grad. I converted IIM Lucknow to all other IIMs except for IIM Ahmedabad. Right, so that is fine. And even I got call from IIM Ahmedabad, and that was my first interview. So I did things crazy, like I crazy. So that's why I couldn't convert. But yes, I converted IIM Lucknow as well. So that's fine. Should we study single subject a day? No, you should study at least 2 subjects a day in general. Like it's a permutation combination. Like take quant verbal, take verbal LRDI, take at least 2. And if you can do 3, that is absolutely all right. My basics of math is very weak. If your basic is weak, the one thing you can do exactly, it's like you can start with the NCRT. We also have the non-engineering videos in iQuanta. You can also enroll with us and you can get all those videos of non-engineering. So that is we have also started from very basic. So these videos are recorded and you can always access those videos if you're with us. Thank you guys, and 18 months job experience is useful in, yes, IIM Bangalore I am giving you one now, a trivia. You know, IIM Bangalore has around 92% people who has WorkX. IIM Calcutta has 60% people who has WorkX. So if it's IIM Bangalore, they always prefer WorkX people. So it is a good, and 18 months, 24 months is a good kind of WorkX. If you are going it from a like decent organization, obviously. My percentile was 99.7, 99.4, 99.3, like 3 years I have taken. So the highest one is 99.7 percentile. Yes. And I have got calls in 98.4 also. So it's not about only percentile. What about 577? It's like a little bit less, but these things. But don't do anything where you cannot do anything about it. You cannot do anything about your academics, so don't think about it. If you have also bad academics, there are a lot of colleges who are not very focused on academics. So don't think about it. Think about something which you can make happen in future. So get a good percentile, very good percentile, at least some college will take you, and you can do miracle after the college as well. So it's not like, it's just the beginning of the game. It's fine. Someone has a head start, that's okay. But if you're not having a head start, like a very good background, then also you can beat everyone if your speed is more. So this is all about like how you can see your life in that way. Questions to ask kuch nahi hai. So will I get my advantage if I have 4 years of WorkX? A little bit kind of not a great advantage, but it is okay. Like after 3-4 years, it's better for like the exec people also. So it's fine, it's fine. It's not necessary that you need to have WorkX. Ishan is, so you can just do, if you have jobs, so at least do one subject every day, and in weekend do all the subjects. That you can do if you cannot manage 3 subjects with your job. Yes, possible. With 6, 7, 6, 99.9. There is a chances are there. Possible to hai, it's possible. From when you should start taking mocks from June, July. June, July is the ideal time to start taking mocks. What should about repeaters? Which course do you don't need to do any course. Like course won't give you a lot of benefits. Right now you have to focus on CAT only. After CAT, or let's say after November, you can go for a course. Course won't matter a lot. But still, if you want to do a course, if we want to do marketing, go some courses like digital marketing or some skills like the Excel, like advanced Excel skills. These skills will be helpful in your MBA as well, or even accounting. All those skills are very important. So you can go for it, but that won't help you a lot in your IIM journey, at least for the time being. No. Tier 3 college engineers, sir. I know one of my friend is from Tier 3 college. It's a very common college, but he is right now in IIM Bangalore. So that doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. The schedule of class you will get very soon. Don't worry. We will start it as soon as possible. I think I have taken a lot of questions from you. Lot of questions. I'll also cover like basics in the live class as well. But I'll always suggest you should watch the non-engineering videos before starting it. So yes, I think we are in the verge of like ending the session. So it's. Don't worry, like we will have a lot of things after that. I will cover, I have answered Abhinav, and you should start taking mock. I answered it's from mid-June, mid-July. That from that time you can start taking mocks. That is a perfect time to start mocks. iQuanta dashboard videos are enough for clearing the basics. Trust me on this. I myself have supervisioned the entire non-engineering thing. So I can give you my words. They are like amazing, very basic. Like in Live Plus, we cannot go a lot basic because we have to cover the syllabus as well. But the non-engineer videos are like the best thing for the people who is like afraid of basically the quant or the maths. That's perfect. So internship won't come as your job X, and like gap years is like it matters a little bit, but not great. But that's fine. So I have already, my time is over, so I will finish it. I will answer all of your questions, and don't worry, please join our Facebook group. So there you can ask all the questions. Me or someone else or someone from iQuanta team will answer all of your questions, trust me. So join our Facebook group. The Facebook group is like, we have a large Facebook group where anyone can answer your question. So the questions which I couldn't address right now, please post it in your Facebook, our Facebook group, which is the iQuanta Facebook group. That the free group is there where you can post any questions, and please join that group also. And trust me, your answer, everything will be cleared. I hope I have made you understood about quant. And thank you guys. I hope you love this session. And yes, I guess you love this session and everything, like everyone. So the last thing I again say the same thing what I started. Like if someone says you like you can't, that is the best kind of advice you can have, trust me. And then what the only 2 words you need to say that is watch me. And this is your watch time, bro. And witness this time and have all your motivations, consistency, discipline with you. And the future might be your, trust me. Some people will be in a bigger zone than you can ever imagine. So just do the good work, be consistent, think about your vision and keep on doing it. And trust me on this, you will succeed. Like just be consistent and have your goal, have your vision. And just get rid of all the distractions. Like distraction is fine, like for some time, but not for always. So have a good mindset and go for the CAT, go for this. This is your time. Like now you can make a difference. We think a lot of time like how to make a difference, and yes, this is the time where you can make a difference. Thank you guys, thank you very much. Thank you a lot. You guys are lovely. It's a lovely audience and I love you guys onboarding. You're so interactive. I just love it here. And trust me on this, if I miss any questions, I'm truly apologizing for that. Very sorry because I couldn't answer all the questions. Please post these questions in the Facebook group and me or someone from iQuanta or someone from other will answer your questions. Your questions will not be unanswered. Thank you. All the best, and hope to see you guys in the class. Thank you very much. Good night.